Hello, class, and welcome to our seventh lecture series on international finance. And I'm your instructor, Dr. Jamal. Okay, so we were discussing the factors that influence the exchange rate, right? Theoretically, we finished the discussion on relative change in or differential change in inflation. And then we talked about the differential change or relative change in interest rate, and then we talked about relative change in or differential change in income level between the countries, and then we talk about the change in government control and changes in expectation regarding future. So what we discussed in expectation specifically, we talked about we expect the future but we decide right now. So if you are making the timeline here, for example, the expectation is like here, future expectation is like here on, for example, third month, and you are standing here at this position. So based on future, you decide right now, Okay, so many students, they confuse, and some of the students, they message me, sir, please do explain expectation one more time. So because students think, okay, it will be, in future the interest rate gonna rise, so we will see the changes in exchange rate in future. No, based on expectations in the future, you decide right now. Okay. Okay, so let's talk about some practical examples. Okay, first, 5 factors that causes changes in interest rate, relative inflation, relative interest rate, relative income, changes in government control, and change in expectations. So let's talk about the example here. So I would be needing your participation, 100% participation here. So our first practical example is, so those who are watching online, please stop the video here and read the question and try to guess the answer. Okay, and then after that, compare your answer here. So when the real interest rate is relatively low in a given country, then the currency of that country is typically expected to, so remember what we have discussed, the interest rate nominal is equal to interest rate real plus inflation component inside the interest. So now question is saying, if real interest rate is low, then please read this 4 options and pick the right one. Tara, Mina.
B.
Okay, I got option B. And Tiffany said D. Okay, so we have another option, B. Lancelot also says B. Tara and Mina, ETA, Ruchie.
I'll say D.
D. Okay, so we are confused between B and D. Lancelot, I didn't saw your, okay. PD also said D. Lancelot said D. Okay, yes.
I'll also say D.
D. Okay, so let's see the answer here. Answer is D. Why not B? What we have learned here in interest rate, in our previous class, we have discussed that that country which experienced high inflation, right, and high inflation and high income level, its currency gonna be, its exchange rate gonna be low, which means its currency gonna be depreciate. But in this case, see, interest rate is going low. We just discussed that. I gave you the hint that the interest nominal is equal to interest real plus inflation. So if real interest rate is going down, which means our interest is going down. When interest is going down, it means currency of that country will appreciate. Sorry, my bad, depreciate. Because we saw that money will flow from that country which has low interest rate to where the interest rate is high. Okay? Understand? Oliver, Lancelot. Oliver, you got the idea now?
Yeah.
Good. Now answer this question. Investors from Germany and the United States and the UK frequently invest in each other based on prevailing interest rates. If British interest rate increases, German investors are likely to buy and the euro is likely to. Now you need to answer this question. So basically there are three countries, but now you need to see that who is invested where. So if investor from Germany, United States and UK frequently invest, among each other with the prevailing interest rate. But if British interest rate rises, and we're talking about Germans, so what do we know here? It's quite interesting and challenging question. Sufyan said B. Okay. Guys, I would be needing your participation. One answer is B, and Ichi also says B. Guys, if you can speak, please speak, so that I know that I am going to be like, discussing with you guys.
I think also that it's B.
Okay. So who's left here? We didn't hear from who? Okay. Yes.
I'm sorry, I was confused. Is the British interest rate, does the UK use the euro in this case?
British interest rate, which means in Britain, in UK, the interest rate rises. So the question is, there are three countries. Oh, sorry. The question is, there are three countries: UK, German, US. And interest rate in UK rises. Now you tell me, the question is, German investors are likely to buy more dollar denominated securities or not? Of course, in British interest rate rises, so everybody wants to invest in that country which has a higher interest rate. So dollar denominated securities, German don't buy so much, and euro is likely to likely to, because that country, we saw that UK, Germany is using euro and UK is using pound. So our focus is, we are now here in Germany, and there is also US here. So interest rate in UK is higher, so everybody wants to invest in UK. So dollar denominated securities, fewer will, invest in that. So either it's going to be A or it's going to be B. But what happened to euro? Euro will appreciate or depreciate. We discussed in our factors that influence the foreign exchange. That country which has highest interest rate, its currency gonna appreciate. So pound is gonna be appreciate. So naturally, the euro gonna be depreciate.
I'm sorry, is it because the euro is changed to the pound?
Okay, let's do that. So right now, the question is between three countries, US, German, UK. US currency is dollar, euro, and pound. Where you are right now?
Germany.
Germany. Okay, so interest in UK rises. So question just mentioned what happened to German investors, right? So your now focus changes from Germany to UK. So previously, everybody was investing in each other because based on interest rate. But since the interest rate rises in UK, so what happened here? German investors, previously those who were investing in US, now they shifted their focus to UK to invest in UK banks or government securities because interest rate is higher here. So what happened here? So those euro, so they will be selling their euros and buying pounds, converting in pounds and then investing in UK. Since demand of pound rises, when demand rises, its price rises. The price of any currency is called exchange rate. Right, Tiffany? Exchange rate rises. What happened to euro? Since German investors are selling their euros and demanding more pound, so selling their euros